Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ChortleCast, episode 41. Friday the 13th is upon us.
Is that going to be the name of the episode?
Sure.
Friday the 13th?
Is upon us, or just Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th is on top of me, help.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brody.
And we don't have Steven today, so let's just have a moment of silence.
There's no person right here.
There's no person in front of this mic. You'll see the mic today. So if you've been missing...
Our old guest on the channel, microphone.
Good old microphone.
Amy,
calling me during the podcast. How dare you? Goodness gracious. You want to be a part of the podcast?
Absolutely.
All right, come on. What were we talking about today?
Today we are talking about video games.
All right, what video game are we talking about?
Mario Kart.
I'm surprised you didn't say Pac-Man, because that's what you're known for.
Well, we can do Pac-Man. We can do that one.
What did people do to you in college, Mom, to get you to play Pac-Man? What would they do?
Wait, say that again?
What people in college, Pac-Man, they would get you to do...
Okay. When I was in college, all of my friends would save their quarters during exam week, and they would pay for me to go play Pac-Man. Because if they used their quarter to play Pac-Man, it would only last a few minutes. But if they spent their quarter for me to play Pac-Man, sometimes it could be like 30, 45 minutes on one quarter.
Your mom
because I was the best.
She was good.
She was really the original Let's Player.
I know.
And then the baseball boys, one night we were there playing, and I had set the high on the machine, and the baseball team came walking in, and they were like, "So you're the one who keeps beating our scores. We had no idea who this is. They keep beating our scores, and we keep having to keep playing." So yeah, I was the bomb.
You were the bomb. So why haven't you done like a competition for Pac-Man to see like get the highest score in the world?
Well, I did not know that any of those existed, or I would have gone and probably be a millionaire right now.
You probably could have. That's all right. Oh well. Anyway, surprise guest, my mother out of nowhere. So there you go.
Yeah.
This is ChortleCast, as you know, where we talk about TV shows, movies, anime, video games, whatever the heck we want to talk about, and we got a great show for you this week. Not a lot of news, but we're going to be talking about some stuff we've been playing. I've been playing Golf Story. I've been playing Shadow of War. Brody's been playing the Halloween Overwatch event. Anything else that you've been playing that I don't know about?
I haven't played Destiny for a while.
Really?
Not a while, probably like
a few days.
Maybe.
Which
like
is good. That's a long
Friday
time.
Or something.
And then we might drift into some Nintendo topics, some loot box, not conspiracies, but controversies and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. We're going to have a good show. But first, how you been, buddy?
I've been okay.
You got a car wreck today.
Yeah, someone rear-ended me, so that was fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
To deal with.
It's Friday the 13th, man. It's a bad day.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, at least your car works. That's all.
Yeah.
That's really the most important thing.
It was a lot better than my first accident I was in. That one was terrible. The guy that I had a wreck with, like...
Yeah, I think you've told that story on the podcast before, where it like spun around and Alex Ann was with you and all that. Yeah.
That one could have turned into a fight, I think.
Yeah, you said that guy came out swinging just about.
Pretty much.
He was cussing up.
He got out of the car and was like, "You fucking asshole." So yeah, that was fun. So
always a good time.
I mean, it wasn't bad. Like I think he hit me going like maybe like 15 or 20.
Yeah, that's never bad. Well, cool. You've been playing Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
How is it? I saw that you got 3 legendaries, but they're all base game legendaries.
It happens every event, I feel like.
Every single event, you get a new base game legendary.
But the thing that I've seen was, so you're guaranteed a Halloween item from each loot box during this event.
That's
so I've seen people say, buy everything that's not the skins, so it's more likely that you'll get the skins.
Okay.
So I've kind of done that.
So has it become not duplicates?
There was a patch like a while ago
that doesn't do duplicates anymore.
It does duplicates, but it's like way less likely that you're gonna get a duplicate unless you just have almost everything.
Right.
But so yeah, I did that, and I think like the first box I opened after that had a gold in it, and I was like, it worked. And then it landed, and it was a Roadhog skin that was like his like Hawaiian mask one, and I was like, okay. So then I opened the next one after like a couple of games, and the gold again, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is it now. And then it landed, and it was Roadhog's like.
Gosh, Roadhog.
It was some other Roadhog skin, and I was like, awesome, cool.
Do you even play Roadhog that much?
No.
Yeah,
and I already
that's what I
have his Junkenstein's monster skin from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever. And then I probably opened like 5 more loot boxes and there wasn't anything. And then I opened the next one, and it landed, and I saw Torbjorn, and I was like, oh, cool, did I get his Viking skin? And it was a stupid motorcycle skin. And I was like, are you kidding me, game? Come on. Like, it's so stupid. I just want the stupid Halloween skins, because there's a lot of really cool ones this time.
Yeah. The Symmetra one, where she's like a dragon demon lady.
Bonkers, dude. Like,
that one looks so good.
Her gun, too, is like, it looks like a dragon, but like on the side of it, there's an eyeball that like moves around.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And then Zenyatta has the tentacle monster one.
Right.
That like his orbs have eyeballs that move. And it like changes all his voice lines to be like really sinister instead of like the normal
inspiring,
peaceful, inspiring person he is.
That's cool. That's really cool.
His ult is like let the iris embrace you or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you wear that, it's like let the iris consume you. Instead, he has the emote that like the hands pop out on the side and do the little clap together. But instead of like the golden hands, it's like golden tentacles instead. It's like,
dang, that's so cool.
McCree's skin is Van Helsing. It looks
the
awesome.
Van Helsing
looks so cool. And then Torbjorn has a Viking skin that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that one, and then the Pirate Anna kind of surprised me. But I like them, but it just, I don't know.
Viking didn't surprise me too much because I think I've seen it somewhere else. I think Pirate Anna was like in a comic or something.
Gotcha.
But like, so if you play the event, there's like the soldier, an Odyssey, an alchemist.
The alchemist, an outcast, I think is what McCree is.
An outcast monk. I think he's the oddity. And then the soldier.
Yeah.
So Anna is the alchemist in that event. So I was expecting some kind of like alchemist outfit. But she's pirate. But she has a parrot that's always on her shoulder.
That's kind of cool.
So I was like...
Yeah, I almost feel like Bastion should have gotten a pirate outfit before her because he's got a bird always. But
then May has a jumping vampire.
Yeah. I was wondering what that was about.
Yeah, it's a Chinese jumping vampire or hopping vampire.
I feel like I probably heard about that on Myths and Legends, but I didn't jump out at me.
Did anyone else? Have you seen Zarya's skin?
Oh, the like punk rocker girl.
So weird.
I think it looks awesome.
It looks awesome, but I was just like, it went from all these spooky outfits and stuff like you would, well, I guess
like you'd expect from Halloween.
Dragon Symmetra and the cultist Zenyatta are pretty spooky Halloween things, and then there's like normal stuff like Pirates and
Viking,
like Van Helsing, Dracula, Reaper, and then there's punk rock
Zenyatta.
Yeah, no,
or not Zarya.
Is like
the one that I'm mad that's missing is, I don't know if surely you've seen this, but maybe a month ago there was a Heroes of the Storm outfit for Diva that was coming out that made her like Hellwing. Yeah, that was like a demon diva basically.
Mm-hmm. It looks awesome.
I was like, come on, Halloween, make it happen. This is it. Like that's the perfect time. And
it's probably next year.
Maybe I don't know.
I can't remember. There was some kind of, look it up. There's Lisa Frank. Do you know what that is?
Lisa Frank in Overwatch? Is that what I'm looking for?
No, it's not an Overwatch character. It was like,
I know. I did.
It's like,
like
a 90s thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The lady with the animals and it's like all the cute animals.
So Alex Ann saw the Zarya skin and was like, it looks like Lisa Frank threw up on Zarya, and that's what her skin is.
I don't know that that's quite what they were going for, but sure, let's go with that.
Because it's like all the rainbow and like really neon colors and stuff.
I was thinking it just looked like something out of like an 80s.
It does. She looks like an 80s
Like,
rocker.
yeah,
she has
rocker.
like the side. Over
Her hair is
hair.
the coolest part, honestly.
Yeah. And then
'Cause
she
it's
has like
super
a
long.
headband and she has leg warmers on
Yep.
over her boots for some reason. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know fashion.
It probably was a thing back then.
Probably.
Well, how is Junkenstein?
I like it.
Revenge?
So there's
Is
the
it
normal.
still good?
Yeah, there's the normal event from last year that was Anna.
McCree, Soldier 76, and Hanzo, right? Yeah,
Hanzo. Yeah. And then
Now they have an endless horde mode. Is that what it
yeah,
is?
sorry, I don't know when my mind's like going blank. So the endless mode isn't all characters; it's certain ones. But
Is it different
it
from the
goes-
core 4?
it's different.
Okay.
So it lasts for 12 rounds, and then after that, there's a bonus 10 rounds.
Okay.
But like, it gets ridiculous. So it's like each round, I think, once you get to bonus, it's
Right.
like maybe a minute and a half, and some are shorter, some are longer.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be like, here's Reaper. And then 10 seconds later, it'll be like, here's Reaper again. And it keeps doing that through the round.
Is Reinhardt still narrating?
Yeah, I think it's him. But
That's
like,
my favorite
so
part.
Reaper will show up.
Right.
But if you don't kill him in time, or
Another
them
one.
in time, there's 3 Reapers at once attacking you.
Gee whiz.
And it just eventually turns into this huge, like, just mess. Like,
Uh-huh.
there's like 3 Junkrats up at... The first time I played it, we got, I think, to like bonus round like 15 or something.
Wow.
So, or not 15, I don't think there's 15.
You were
Probably like
5
or
deep
something.
into the bonus, yeah.
But like, there's like 3 Junkrats up on the balcony thing that he's on.
Right.
And there's just grenades like everywhere. It's like if you looked up in the sky, there's just grenades everywhere. And it was like, you'd be like, okay, we have to focus on taking like Roadhog out or Mercy. But you couldn't because the grenades are exploding and bouncing you around everywhere and you can't aim. And it's like,
Jeez.
But who are the people you can pick from? The normal 4. And then they added like Zenyatta, Widowmaker.
Interesting.
I can't remember who else there is. Torbjorn. Torbjorn's really helpful for it.
I was about to say, when they first did it, my biggest question was like, why is Torbjorn not in this mode? And you were like, it would break the game because he's perfect for this or something.
If you could throw Bastion in there, like, I don't think you'd have to worry about
Well, that's
anything.
what I was hoping there would be an all characters mode
There,
thrown in.
if you go into the custom games, you can set up a Junkenstein
okay.
game and play all the characters.
Okay.
But it's not like an official one.
Right. Because I was hoping for Orisa, because that's just who I kind of play
Yeah,
as.
if you set up
A custom.
custom
Yeah.
game, yeah,
We might have to do that.
maybe.
Because we're going to be playing it tomorrow.
We are.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
for a
of
video.
like Diva would probably be really cool. You could like throw her mech in the air and like blow
Yeah.
up everything.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting playing it last year because, like, it was so much of just, like, each of the 4 characters was the perfect... their ult was perfect for handling a certain enemy. Like, wasn't it McCree was supposed to take out Reaper, and then Hanzo was supposed to take out Junkenstein, and then Soldier was supposed to take down...
Roadhog.
Roadhog.
Roadhog. Probably put the most damage into him.
Right.
And now Symmetra shows up in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
she's
a
an
part of
enemy?
it. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
She's the
The
I
Dragon
think she's
Lord.
called the Summoner is what she is.
Summoner. That makes sense.
But it sucks when she shows up because she brings her shield with her. So everything gets a shield.
Great.
But the other thing that sucks is if you do endless mode, they spawn so fast that there's like 3 shields up. So everything has like a ton of shields unless someone's sitting.
We're not
there.
gonna make it very far in endless mode. I can tell right now.
Which last year spawned the I don't want to be on a thing.
I forgot about that. I don't want to be on it. I'm just so not good at that game. Like I've gotten better.
Because
I've gotten pretty decent at Destiny, but I have not touched Overwatch in probably 4 to 5 months at the least.
Yeah, I think
Because I really can't think of what the last time I played. Because I didn't do anything for Lucio Ball.
you didn't. You didn't do
summer.
the anniversary event. I don't think there wasn't like a game or anything for the anniversary event. It was
Yeah,
just the
no,
skins.
just the skins. No,
So the last thing you probably played was
I think it was the Uprising,
yeah.
and maybe a little after that. But
yeah.
I probably played just a little bit past the Uprising event, and then I have not touched it. So
I only really play during events now.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I don't even play for all the events. Like Lucio Ball, I don't have any interest in.
Yeah.
So I didn't play at all.
I was like, why should I get these summer game skins? That I don't care
Exactly,
about?
exactly. Well, I mean, some of the summer skins were cool, but it was just like I don't care to play Lucio Ball at all. So, but I love Junkenstein's Revenge, so I'm really looking forward to playing.
I wish they would just add like
into
a PvE horde mode thing like that just to the game anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's like when there was one mode that they brought in that they added that they kept. I can't remember what it was.
Capture the flag for Chinese.
That's
New
right.
Year.
That's right. For Chinese New Year, they added Capture the Flag, and then it was like, oh, let's just keep this mode in. I was just like, why can't we leave Junkenstein's Revenge? But even the Uprising, I loved the Uprising event.
Uprising was really fun.
That was great. That was a lot of fun. I look forward to that one coming back. But
I think we
hope
liked
it'll be
more of
something
like
new.
the play any character one.
Yeah,
The
I like
the
having that option.
Story one, or the one that you were supposed to play that was like
With Uprising,
Mercy, Reinhardt, Tracer, and
Tyrion.
yeah, that one was hard.
Yeah, it was really good if you could play as anybody because that was a lot easier to go through. But that just the people they gave you was hard. Yeah, I like that I like when they give you just here, F it, just do what you want kind of mode with it. But anywho, while we're on this topic, have you heard? There's been some rumor going around that that Blizzard might be working on another Overwatch project.
No,
there was some job posting that went up. I'm not sure exactly what the site was, but it was calling for, I believe it was an intern, but I'm not really sure. But it was an intern to help with assets for an unannounced title. And then it was like some of the things that would like help is if they had a vast knowledge, or not vast, but like they had a working knowledge of Overwatch and Overwatch lore and all that sort of stuff. So there's some rumor going around that there may be some kind of Overwatch project in the works.
it might be an expansion. Blizzard has like expansions for everything.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, I'm hoping it might be like a story mode or something. That would be a
Interesting.
dream for me. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm totally down with expansions, or just like being able to keep this event thing rolling, but like be able to do new events more frequently. Like I understand year one, we're just kind of going back around the cycle now.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to have newer things more often.
And then there's a Iron Banner going on in
Right, Destiny. Have you played any?
I haven't.
Tell me if this. I don't know if this is right or not. We have to have a team for that, right?
No.
Okay.
I figured that out. I thought you did, because that's why I was like, okay, it needs to be you, me, Scott, Steven.
Right. To go in and knock it out.
But then I got on the other day and accepted the quest, and you
can just
play
quick
by
play.
yourself.
Okay, good. Because that's what we have not touched the Crucible as a team, as a fire team. We haven't done
I've played
anything.
it with Miles.
I play it when you guys aren't on, because normally when y'all are on, it's like, okay, strike time. Can we do the Nightfall? Can we do whatever? So I try to do Crucible when it's just me, and I'm literally just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah,
In
I
fact,
suck at it.
I'm horrible. But I say I'm horrible, but then I have like really cool moments. Like, so I was playing with my hunter yesterday, just trying to get them. I'm trying to get my hunter. I really decided I like the hunter a lot.
I knew you would.
I have
They're
mixed.
so much more fun to play.
I have mixed feelings. They're really fun to play, but like, I'm going off to different tangents. But I was playing with Miles and Steven last night, which this was the first time me and Miles had gotten to play together on Destiny, so it was really fun. But anyway, I was just getting blown to bits. And granted, I was like 230 or something, and they were like 280.
What y'all play?
So we were just doing public events on Nessus for the Flashpoint. And we just got in one spot. I don't know if it was just really bad or what, but I was getting blown to bits. And normally as a warlock or a titan, I'd throw up my shield, I'd throw down a rift or something. As a hunter, you got nothing. So I can't hold a position and try to like just make a stand. I have to keep moving. Mm-hmm. And so it was just rough. And like, especially when people are far away from you shooting, because I'm running Arc Strider, and I'm running Way of the Warrior. So I literally, the best thing for me to do is run up to people and punch and dodge. And that's how I played the game the whole time anyway. So it's kind of works out for me, but I can't do what I was doing in there. Anyway, back to Crucible. Fun story. I suck at Crucible. So I just said, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to pull my sword out. I'm just going to play all sword. I don't even care.
Was that the Quick Fang?
I had Quick Fang. Love Quick Fang.
It looks awesome.
That's the Nightwing set. I honestly think it's probably if it could get kills to reload ammo, that would be the best sword in the game because it's really quick and it just works. I love it. Anyway, I was just like, you know what, screw it. I've just got to get through 2 of these matches in quick play and competitive. I don't really care. I'm just gonna Quick Fang it. So I would basically camp power points, like power ammo spots, and I would reload, and then basically people would come to those spots to get it power ammo, and I'd just instant kill them with the sword. And so at some point I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna, now that I've got some ammo, I'm gonna run around. And I mean, I was doing pretty good. And then when I had to do the competitive mode, it was one of those where you have to set a detonation and then you have to defend it or just whatever. There were a few of those where I did like a team wipe by myself just with a sword, and it was a lot of fun. But it's just, I think one of the challenges was to do a number of kills with a power weapon. I was just like, well, this is all I got, so here we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the stuff that you can get through Iron Banner.
Yeah, all of it looks really awesome. But I'm like, my thought process was like, I'm pretty sure that Iron Banner is happening a monthly thing, but I'm not gonna have a chance to get the Overwatch stuff for another year. So
yeah, you're definitely a better spent there.
Good Lord. Oh my gosh.
Does that work?
No. It's the group chat with my friends, and it's freaking blowing up.
Yeah, I want some of the Iron Banner gear, but that's all I'm really gonna work for it too. But,
yeah, and then after that, it's like, I don't know if I'm really looking forward to anything else besides
new raids, and
DLC.
Stuff. Yeah. I'm excited about new raids and DLC. I'm still having a blast with that game though.
Yeah, it's still fun.
I'm really loving it a lot more than I thought I would.
It's just kind of like running out of stuff to do. Besides, there's stuff to do like every reset day.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, at this point, I feel like I can't keep up because when you have 3 characters, you can do everything that's a weekly challenge 3 times and get gear. And so it's just like, for me, who I don't have a ton of time to play, especially right now in October where I'm trying to edit videos like crazy, it's like, okay, which character needs work, And right now it's my hunter.
Yeah,
so
I'll just grab the lowest one and be like, this is what's getting...
You're getting a boost today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. Well, I have been playing Shadow of War and a little game called Golf Story.
So you didn't really get into it last night, but what feels wrong about Shadow of War?
So right now, I'm playing Shadow of War. I am maybe 3 or 4 hours in. I'm being generous with that. It may be closer to 5 or 6, but just something feels wrong. I don't know what it is. The more I thought about it, the best I can describe it is, it feels like Assassin's Creed, in the fact that we had Assassin's Creed 1 that nobody liked, but then you had Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio. Holy moly moo cow. This is the greatest thing ever. That's what Shadow of Mordor was. This is like, what's the French one? Unity. That's the one no one remembers. that's how this feels. Does that make sense? Like that's.
I didn't play Unity, so.
Well, there you go. Just think of like what's the last Assassin's Creed game that you played that just felt so. Oh, this is just the formula. You know, this is the same old.
What was the most recent one?
Origins is coming out. It was the one in London.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can't think of it.
I don't even remember.
Anyway, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I didn't really like that one. Everyone was like, "This one's so good."
And not to say that any of those are bad, and not to say that Shadow of War is bad. It's just it kind of feels like that because like in Assassin's Creed, you know, you'd get really used to a certain play style, and then you get the new one, and it would be the same things, like you'd be doing the same things, but they'd tweak it and they'd perfect quotations something, but then you'd get in and it just doesn't feel right. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So I think part of it is I don't have anything leveled up. Like, you know, I'm just now starting to level things up. One of the cool things in the first game, and I still think it kind of captures this, is one of the coolest things about the first game was I felt so powerful and so vulnerable the whole time. Like, fighting hordes of enemies, you could just go as long as you could do, and it just felt awesome. But you could just as easily mess up one thing, and then it put you down, you know? And so it was always like keeping me on my toes about how I feel. And this one, I feel like I have kind of been able to do that, but I also feel like I've gotten beaten up a bunch. I feel like there are orcs everywhere. Like, I felt like in the last game I could kind of get around without really disturbing anybody, but now I just feel like I can't stop. Like, if I stop running, I will be swarmed by orcs all the time. And like, captains show up all the time. Like, in the first one, you could go hunting for like a specific captain who you either wanted to like challenge or make like convert to your team to get to a bigger captain. But like, I was doing one mission, I was getting revenge on a captain who randomly killed me, and I went to him, and he's like a level 6, and there's 3 or 4 other captains just in that area, like within eyeshot of him, and it was just like, how am I supposed to do anything? Like, I don't know. Anyway, I've told myself I just have to start focusing on the story for a little bit longer and just try to push through that. Steven's big complaint about the Middle Earth series is how they're playing with the lore and stuff.
I think that anyone that was a fan of the original was like, okay, they're just going to throw the lore out the window.
I mean, it kind of feels like they have. Shelob, which is the spider in the Lord of the Rings series, is a woman in this game. Well, she's a spider, but she changes into this woman witch lady thing. I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'll just tell you this. In the first 5 minutes of the game, it shows you creating the new Ring of Power, and then it shows Celebrimbor being captured by some darkness. And you have to go after him. You've got the Ring of Power. And so, like, it's basically, I don't know what the ring does. But all I know is I had the ring, and I could still do Wraith-like things. So I'm tossing that to, he had a power ring? But I don't know. Anyway, you find Celebrimbor. He's kidnapped by Shelob. She basically says, give me the ring, and I'll give you the Wraith. No other deal is acceptable. So you give this spider lady the Ring of Power that you just made, and that's it. And like, she's a core player. Like, you go to her to see visions of like what's going to happen, so you know where to be to stop it. But like, I don't know. I'm really curious to see where it goes. I don't know enough about Lord of the Rings lore. So for me, this is more interesting than not knowing anything. But I don't know. I can't. Again, I'm in the second area, but like, I haven't had to do a fortress attack or anything like that. The Nemesis system is still great. I haven't had the moments like I had with the first game with whoever the guy was that just kept coming back after me. I haven't had anything like that. But I have run into a few people that I kind of like chuckled at their name or like, had some interesting interaction with them. But again, there's so many captains that I'm running into that it's like they're not really sticking with me yet. Mm-hmm. But I imagine at some point that will change. But anyway. Yeah. The end game sounds really cool. It's basically like once you capture all the forts in the game, Sauron starts to attack all of your fortresses. So now it's flipped. Now you're trying to defend. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm excited to continue playing through it. It just doesn't feel right as far as gameplay goes. And like another thing, probably the bigger thing is movement in the game. You can like scale buildings and you can run really fast as an elf. Excuse me. But like, I don't know, it all works. Like it's almost like Legend of Zelda-ish in that I can climb pretty much anything. Mm-hmm. Like in Assassin's Creed, you kind of have to like look ahead and plot your course as you're going. With this, I just run, press my elf sprint, and hope for the best. Yeah. Because in almost every situation, it'll take me straight up. But I don't know. I'm playing it, but I find myself wanting to play Destiny or Golf Story more.
What is Golf Story?
Golf Story, Brody. You've got to get this game.
How much is it?
It's $15 on the Switch. Totally worth your money.
Do you golf?
Yes, but you do so much more than that. So Golf Story is an RPG game where its core mechanic is golfing. But what you're doing with that could be anything. The best example I have of this was the moment for me that said, this is an awesome game. I am so glad I got this. This is great. Golfing is the core mechanic. Mm-hmm. So you have this, the basics of the story, and I'm not going to be spoilers of the story, but like this moment I'm going to talk about might be spoilery for someone.
If you really care about
the spoilers in Golf Story. The basic of the story is you're a kid, or you're an adult who, as a kid, your dad took you to this golf course, I guess one time. I think your dad was a golfer.
Once.
We only see the once, but your dad took you to this golf course and taught you how to golf. Mm-hmm. And you were pretty good because, as the player, you're doing pretty good. And your dad was like really surprised, like, wow, he's actually like decent at this. So anyway, you play through a game with your dad, and then you wake up and you're an adult, and it's like, I'm gonna drop everything in my life and I'm gonna become a pro golfer. Is where you are. Like I don't know if you've divorced your wife. At first, I thought this was his mother talking to him, but like at the very beginning of the game, you wake up, you get a phone call. It's some lady. I thought it was his mom. It turns out it's his wife.
You divorce her?
You're not divorced because they're still married, but she's with another guy. So I don't understand. Anyway, he's like, no, I'm leaving everything. I'm going to chase after my dream of becoming a pro golfer. And so you go to that place where your dad taught you how to golf. It's called Wellworn Grove, and it's this just trash golf course. Like whoever is running it now was a thief in your flashback when you were a child. He was a thief running around. He now runs the place. It's just trash. There's just potholes everywhere. There's thugs everywhere in it. So you go through and you learn.
Thug golfers.
You start to like improve it through you. The catch in the game, or the funny part is, everyone tells you suck at golf. Every single person is like you could be the best golfer in this game, and everyone would tell you suck. Your coach doesn't want to teach you, but he like regretfully takes you in because somehow you always do well, even though you suck at golf. And so
you're just proving everyone wrong all the time.
Well, that's just it. Like I just competed in a competition where I won, like flat out beat a pro golfer, and they came out and said, well, we weren't expecting this, so we already had the pro golfer's name engraved on the trophy, so we're just going to give it to him anyway. And I'm just like, really, guys? So anyway, the moment that made me love this game, there's a point in the story pretty early on where you start working with the groundskeeper of Wellworn Grove to start fixing some things. And the problem with Wellworn Grove is it's got moles everywhere. And so it's a golf game, but there's also...
Appointments about is for when working with the groundskeeper road in the next 3 months.
Siri? Chill, girl. Siri just heard everything I said and tried to figure out what that was.
She got Is appointment is for where working with the groundskeeper road, and replied, I didn't find any appointments about is for where working with the groundskeeper road in the next 3 months.
Wow. I don't even think I said 3 months. Anyway, you're working with the groundskeeper. It's got moles everywhere. So, it's a golf game, but there's also like random obstacles like moles. So like if you land in a barrier where there's a mole, the mole's going to grab your ball and put it somewhere else. So like there's certain moles that would put it in the bunker, or there's some that would put it in the rough, et cetera, et cetera. And that's kind of like you can use that, or you could maybe avoid that, whatever. Anyway, you're trying to go stop the moles because they're going crazy. Mm-hmm. So you roll up to this joint at night, and there are these two characters who we have not seen at all, completely out of nowhere. And they're like, brother, it is time. We shall raise our army of the dead thanks to our mind control of these moles. And there's this army of the undead who rise out of the ground. You're on the other side of this river, and your groundskeeper like, I suspected as much. It's like, what? And so up rolls this cart. They say, get on top of this and start hitting the zombies before they get over here. Zombies are coming at you. You've got to, using golf, fight off these zombies. And I was just like, oh my God, this is great. I love this. This is the most fun I've had all day. So anyway, that's like the best moment I can give you, but that's kind of the story. So the golfing is really satisfying. Like it works well. Like it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I don't like, and they did fine for what they were given. I mean, it's a probably like a 16-bit game or something like that. It's in pixels. Mm-hmm. You can't really tell slopes very well. There's like an indicator that says, hey, this is kind of a slight slope or a medium slope, or holy moly, this is a heavy slope. And it tells you a direction that it's sloping, and you kind of have to judge off that. But sometimes it's just you just kind of have to hope for the best and whatnot. But I mean, it's so much fun. Like I've had just a blast with it.
That's such a weird sounding.
That's what I heard so many people talking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be on a trip. I need stuff on my Switch because I'm going to be on a trip in Philadelphia without Mario Odyssey, so I need some stuff to play.
Stardew Valley.
I've got it. It's on my Switch. I'm going to start it when I'm in Philadelphia, and that's probably what I'm going to play. I can't wait. But anywho,
I can't wait for Mario Odyssey.
I can't either. I've been debating if I should cancel my cartridge so that I can download it on Friday, because Friday we're traveling, and I can play it all day Friday. I can't decide. I can't decide. I don't want to put so much on my Switch that then I don't have any download space. Because then what do I do? Because they've been real. I don't know. Maybe something's changed since I've been reading up on this, but like the whole like where your save goes is real confusing, and it's like I'm not sure about a lot of things. So I've got an SD card in my Switch right now, but it's empty, and there's not a way. There's not a way to move it over as I understand it. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking it's not worth it for that one day. I'd rather just wait for my cartridge. But anyway, that is going to be a really good game. I've seen a lot of good stuff about it.
Like, it just looks fun. I've seen a lot of people say that they think this is going to be better than Breath of the Wild. Well,
some reviews have leaked.
Yeah,
and
there was one that came out yesterday from like Edge magazine or something.
Yeah, something like that. And it was a 10. It was a perfect 10. Yeah. So the thing that I'm curious about is...
Have you seen the video that's the Jump Up Superstar? Like
the Broadway?
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good. I was trying to get a snapshot of it to tweet about last night, but I just got too lazy. There's a moment where Mario throws his hat on a guy playing the game in his apartment. And I wanted to snap that moment because there's a real moment where that guy is terrified. Like, he's like, is Mario possessing me right now? But then he looks up at Cappy and smiles. But, I legit am surprised that made it through.
Yeah.
Because there's another moment where the dog gets captured and, something else gets captured. But it was never a person other than him. And I was just like...
I read, there was a Reddit thread about it, and everyone was like, it's kind of terrifying. Because Mario's jumping outside of people's windows and, just
capturing
possessing them.
Possessing their life. That's like there was somebody when that first came out. Somebody was talking about Mario, like Mario taking over somebody's body, living through their life, and then handing their cap to their son, and it's just like, I have immortality now or something. And I was just like, oh my god, this is freaky as all get out. It's probably like a spooky pasta or something. But
yeah, there was some. Did you ever see Get Out?
No. That's the one that what's the comedian who did it? I forget his name.
Peel,
yeah.
Spoilers, I guess. Are you ever gonna watch it?
I am never gonna watch it because it's terrified, but I would love to know what happened because I don't want to watch it, but it always
then.
caught my attention.
From what I remember, it was like this family of white people were prolonging their lives by kidnapping these black people and somehow putting their brain inside of that person's body. But that's, from what I remember, that's probably wrong. But that was basically what was going on.
Interesting.
I think. Look up a synopsis or whatever.
I shall.
I don't know how.
I don't want to go off on this tangent.
I don't know how they were doing it, but the whole point of that was that someone posted a picture of the main character from that movie, the black guy, with Mario's mustache and the cap on. That was like, Mario took over this guy.
That's freaky. I'm really surprised that no one who was editing that or who was producing that said, should we maybe not do this? Like, should it maybe be his plant or something else? Like
his dog and him.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that was kind of interesting. Let's see. Speaking of Super Mario Odyssey, while we're talking about it, it's been we don't know officially, I don't think, what the amiibo does in the game, but we do have official word that it does not unlock an outfit that you can't get just by playing the game.
I'm pretty sure they showed it.
Have they showed it? I know
you can use any amiibo to show where there's the moon pieces.
Where the moon pieces are and get tips for that. Well, I don't think they've talked about what the official Mario Odyssey ones do.
The wedding ones?
The wedding ones. I think they unlock the wedding outfits, but you can also earn the wedding outfits through other means. So that was kind of a good thing. I'm excited that that's successful. All right, so as far as news goes, I've got like a couple things that like I'm really excited or angry about, but I don't really have a ton of things to say about it. So you want to hear those?
I don't know. The 27th is going to be awesome.
The 27th is going to be awesome.
We got Mario. We got the new Ninja Sex Party album of them doing cover songs.
We've got
Stranger
Things. We've got Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah. It's a pretty stacked day.
I mean, it's pretty much Pop Culture Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone should rename that Pop Culture Day. And we should all get off work for it every year. And that would be great. And you have to play video games.
What is the 27th?
It's Friday.
Oh, really?
It's a Friday. Mm-hmm. It's the Friday I'll be coming back from Philadelphia.
Man.
So
everybody's going to be up all weekend just watching Stranger Things.
That's another thing of why I'm not going to cancel my Mario Odyssey order and just play and to play on the plane. I'm going to download Stranger Things probably and watch all of that on the plane.
Did Lee Allison not watch it?
We started to rewatch season 1 together of Stranger Things. We just haven't. She hasn't gotten back into it. So
was she into it before?
I mean, no. I mean, like she never watched. Like that was her first watching it, and
okay.
I was watching it with her again. We made it through like the first 3 episodes in one sitting. But like Lee Allison and I will sit and watch a show. Lee Allison can really only watch like YouTube videos. Like she just does not have the attention span to dedicate to a movie or a TV show or anything like that. Although I think we're going Friday night to watch Hocus Pocus at somebody's house.
I saw your tweet.
Yeah, I don't know what the big to do is about
I like
Hocus
it.
Pocus. Do you like it?
I haven't watched it in a while, but I liked it as a kid.
Well, it's just funny because Halloween time, like that is the Halloween movie that people talk about.
You really upset Alex Ann.
I know. Well, Lee Allison threatened to divorce me when I said that.
My life is over.
I mean, yeah, it was just like I was like, okay, I don't know what the hype is all about. But then again, I never watched it as a child.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say if you never cried when you saw the cat get run over.
What
are you?
Jeremy Binks or something like that?
Something.
Binks. I can't remember what the full name is. But
Jar Jar?
I don't know. Jar Jar Binks.
Do you want to talk about the Star Wars? Did you watch the Star Wars trailer?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I did. I think it looks awesome.
It does look really cool.
I can't. So my biggest.
I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I don't really know like what's going on and stuff.
I'm not either.
But like, I was like, this looks cool.
Yeah, it looks really good.
They had a fox that looked awesome.
The ice fox was so cool. There was like a ton of them. There were like at least 20.
And then they have this like weird bunny character that looks like it's gonna become like
Porky or something like that.
Mascot or something.
Yeah, well, he's with Chewbacca, and he's like he does the little thing in the commercial. I don't know if he was in the first in Force Awakens.
Anywhere.
I don't think he was, but like I've seen more about him than I have this movie. Like I know more about him, that character, than I do anything else that's happening in this movie.
I saw someone draw. You may have seen me like it on Twitter today. That was the really big version of that, but it's the scene from Totoro of them standing at the bus stop.
Oh yeah,
but it's Rey and a really big one of those.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I love fan art.
I know.
So many good stuff. Yeah, the trailer looks really good. I debated for the longest time if I should watch it because the director came out and said that he thought it revealed too much. And so I was like, okay, I don't know that I want to watch this. But I watched it, and I really don't... I mean, I think it showed as much as any trailer would show. Like, it wasn't explicitly spoilerish. And
I just didn't know who was talking half the time.
Yeah. I think Luke was talking through most of it.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is...
That Rey and...
That Rey is...
Kylo?
Yeah, well, there's two big things. The number one is Kylo going to kill Leia?
Mm-hmm.
And then is Rey going to join Kylo?
Mm-hmm.
Which scares me. I wasn't expecting that. Like, how crazy of a plot twist would this be if this is more of a prequel scenario where we start off with the hero, but then this turns into the villain for the next three? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which would kind of be an interesting change of formula, but I really like Rey, so I don't want that to happen.
You're the opposite of... Steven hates Rey.
See, and I don't get it.
He says there's too many... She's too perfect, is what he said.
That's why I like her, because she's perfect.
He said there's literally nothing bad about her.
Well, we were talking, I was editing, I've been editing our next series, which is going to come on next week. It's Hellblade, which is what we've been playing through. And I'm working on the last couple episodes now. And there was something at the end that I was not happy with the resolution. And you were like, she grew as a person. And I was just like, but we didn't do anything. and you were like, what do you want, man? And then I realized, like, I maybe don't like as much character development as I do just like a character being what I want them to be. Like Arrow, which this is going to be a segue in a minute, but Arrow is a great example. Sarah Lance, played by Katie Lultz, who is Black Canary in the second season. I was so excited when she showed up. I didn't care who she was. She was Black Canary. I was just like, the character Black Canary is here finally! Yay! They can she and Oliver can fall in love, and it's gonna be great. And they were in a relationship for a little while, but then it broke off, and then she left, and then in the next season she died. And I was just like, no! Why? Like, I just want her to be there. Like, why does it have to be so dramatic? And then, I don't know. Anyway, so I kind of agree with a little bit of what Steven says about, and he's not here to defend himself, but I agree a little bit about him. Like, there's not much character development with Rey or whatever, but one thing I do want to say about the trailer is Luke is talking about this, like, raw power. And they allude through the trailer that it's Rey that he's talking about. And he was like, I've only seen this once before, and it didn't scare me then, but it scares me now, or something like that. So I wonder if Rey, like a lot of people complained in Force Awakens that like Rey should not have been able to use that much force. Like that she just went off the rails real fast. I'm wondering if that's going to be like their excuse, is that she's actually more powerful than even Darth Vader was or something. But I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who was the creepy, weird-looking guy?
That they show like just a flash of, that's Snoke.
Who the hell's Snoke?
Did you see the first one?
Yeah.
He's that big, huge guy that was telling Kylo Ren what to do. He's the new senator, Emperor Palpatine character. Me and Drew, friend of the show,
I was gonna say, has he watched the trailer?
We haven't talked about it, but he and I theorized for a long time that Snoke is gonna be Darth Vader, or somebody like from deep lore. I can't forget the name. It was the guy in the prequels. Emperor Palpatine talks about him. He's like, he's a Sith who could like come back to life. I forget his name. Shoot. Snoke? No, it wasn't Snoke. We think that's who Snoke's going to actually be. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know.
Weird.
Rey, I am your father. That's what I'm expecting. But yeah, okay. Segueing off of Arrow. I'm a huge fan of the DC CW shows.
You going to talk about Constantine?
Going to talk about Constantine. So Constantine,
like a year ago, probably you talked about the show. It was a
show
It was a
Constantine?
podcast you did alone where you talked about it coming onto.
CWC.
Yes.
Yes. So there is an animated show coming to CWC that's Constantine. I've seen some they've shown some clips at this point. Mm-hmm. It looks awesome. Cannot wait to watch it. But what I've always said, so Constantine was on NBC, got canceled after one season. Mm-hmm. Never cared for it when it was on air. Watched it afterwards, loved it. I'm so mad that I got canceled because it leaves you with a cliffhanger at the end. So I need to know what the answer is. Anyway, in a miracle of movie magic, he shows up on a show on an episode of Arrow, and it is great. It's so awesome seeing him there. When he left and whatnot, I said this would be great if they could put him on The Legends, which is another one of their shows. It's basically a bunch of side characters from Flash and Arrow joining up into a super team, traveling through time and space, whatever. My dream has come true. It has been announced that Constantine will be on at least 1 or 2 episodes of The Legends. And I hope and pray that he's there to stay. Because it would be great.
You're going to be so upset.
If the fact that it's going to happen at least for 1 episode really makes me happy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully you don't end up upset.
I won't be upset if he's there. I'll be upset if they don't keep him.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's what you're saying. I gotcha. Well, speaking of being upset, let me just get on my complaining horse for a minute here.
Your complaining horse? Complaining
Disney. Mother trucking Disney.
I saw a text or something.
Canceled. Freaking gigantic.
What is gigantic?
That's the problem. That's what I don't like. No one knows what I'm talking about.
What is Well, tell me what gigantic is.
Gigantic was Disney's next animated feature. It was supposed to come out after Frozen 2. It is a modern spin on the Jack and the Beanstalk tale. They've shown images of Jack, who's obviously a normal-sized human, climbing the beanstalk onto the land in the sky, and there's an 11-year-old girl giant who meets him there. And so she's trying to get home. He is finding this land, so she helps him. He helps her get home, and I guess she helps him discover that land. Anyway, I don't know, whatever. They canned it for now. It was supposed to come out in 2020. That shrug it infuriates me. No, this was going to be a great movie. There's even... It just looks good. The concept art that they've shown at previous D23s look great.
You can't get mad about something that you
I
haven't
am
even
mad.
seen.
Oh, whatever. Fine. this may be a Star Fox 2 situation where it's like, oh, that
They'll
could have.
release I don't even
They'll
know.
release it 20 years later. They'll just release all the concept art animated and voiced by just people. It's like, oh, maybe this wasn't as good. I was just excited about it, and they've just canned it. They just said, our creative team, we just decided it wasn't working, and we've shifted to another unannounced project that they're hoping they'll get more information on.
Anyway, 2020.
Yeah, I know. It was.
Also, I just want to say, why Frozen 2?
Do you know how popular Frozen was?
I was gonna say, I know they're doing it for the money, but like, what's the story even gonna be?
I don't know.
There's no point in doing a Frozen 2 besides a money grab.
All I'm saying is that broke so many records, especially for Disney, which is saying something.
Unfortunately, Frozen wasn't that good of a movie.
I really liked it, but
it was a good Disney movie, but like everyone went nuts over it.
Yeah, when I go back and watch Tangled, which is one of my favorite Disney movies, I like that a lot better. But it did some really, really good things and like some really big twists for Disney.
It was like
I can't tell you, one of my favorite moments watching that movie, especially after I had seen it and was rewatching it with other fresh people, was the moment. Is it Hans? Yeah, Hans is like, "Oh, too bad I don't love you," or whatever like that to like save her. Mm-hmm. It's always an audible gasp. Like people were so shocked in that moment. I don't know. It's just it's good. Anyway,
maybe I need to watch it again.
I remember going to it and being like, that was really good. Like that was really amazing. Like they did some really smart things here. I really like this, and was afraid that it might be my new favorite movie. But rewatching Tangled, it was just like, no, this is what I like.
Tangled the best.
Tangled the best.
I still think Rapunzel looks like Alexandra.
She kind of does. She really kind of does.
It's weird.
We should do like a fan art thing where it's like Tangled is Rapunzel.
Someone draw
is
my fiance as Rapunzel.
As Tangled. Brody would make a great Flynn Rider.
What?
I think you would.
Are you saying I have a big nose?
I wasn't, but now that I'm thinking about it, yes, you do.
Wasn't that a joke from it?
Yeah, that totally was. Okay, totally was.
Good. I did the thing right then.
There is a Tangled animated series that's on Disney. I want to say XD.
Probably not good.
I haven't seen it. Yet. I really want to.
Good.
I was really excited about it, but I don't have like a...
Well, I guess I can't say it's good because I used to watch like The Emperor's New Groove that went on Disney.
The Emperor's New School or whatever.
King and stuff, and those were pretty okay. It's okay as a TV show could be.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how like I watch TV shows for kids now, and I'm just like, God, this is horrible. But I wonder if adults thought the same thing about the shows that I watched as a kid, that I was just like Zack and Cody, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
My parents will still like rip on me about that. They'll be like, we hated when you had that on. It was the worst thing ever.
And I'm sure like in the same situation, it probably would be.
But my mom like really liked Jimmy Neutron. She thought Sheen was like the funniest character.
My mom thought that Chalk World, was that it?
Yeah, Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone, that's it. My mom thought Chalk Zone was like the coolest idea ever.
It was cool.
It was cool. I'm not like
disagreeing.
I'm just
took
saying.
him to a different world.
Yeah.
Rudy to Booty.
Rudy to Booty?
Yeah, Rudy to Booty. That was the main character's name.
Oh, okay. I never knew his name. I loved Fairly Odd Parents too. That was a good one.
And Snap. I think Snap was his little sidekick's name.
The little blue guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was it Snap? I don't remember any details about that game or show. I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to talk about.
There's like occasional like kids shows I'll watch nowadays. It's like, I guess Steven Universe and Adventure Time would still be classified as children's shows.
Probably, but like then there's Teen Titans Go
that's awful.
I hate with a passion.
Teen Titans
Young
Go is
Justice,
terrible.
on the other hand, I'm really looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming back. That's gonna be good. Trying to think of other kid shows. There's not a ton that are out right now that I can think of that I would like be interested in, but
I watch a couple of like anime style things, but
well, I think that's probably a safe category.
yeah.
Did you watch as a child
We watched Tack. Do you remember that?
Tack.
They had a Tack in the Power of Juju show. It was really bad.
Oh man, I forgot about that game. Yeah, that show was really bad. No, what's the show I'm thinking of? Boy Meets World. Did you ever watch that?
No, I didn't.
Well, now there's like Girl Meets World.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I never watched Boy Meets World. Lee Allison loves that show, like, with a passion. But I've seen things. I've seen parts of episodes from Girl Meets World, and I've kind of thought of them the same way as I've thought about most shows that are on right now. It's just like, oh, this isn't very good. Like, I'm curious if somebody who liked that show would like it. Lee Allison doesn't
remade
watch it.
Powerpuff Girls, and everyone was like, "This is awful."
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. It's just must be something about kids shows if it's not done right.
I could probably go back to all the old shows I used to watch, like Ed, Edd and Eddy and all that stuff.
But then again,
and
there's
still like it.
there's Disney movies that they're made for kids, but I could go watch it. I do go watch all Disney movies that come out.
The old ones that used to come on Disney Channel all the time.
Like original movies?
Yeah.
Disney Channel original movies? No, probably not.
Those would probably be pretty bad.
See, that's what I think of
Alex
Hocus Pocus
still
as.
talks about...
That's how I remember Hocus Pocus, as a Disney Channel original movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Alex Ann's obsessed with Halloween Town.
Now, Halloween Town I'll get all on board with. I like that one. I loved that one. The thing that always frustrated me about that one was it was a different actress during the last one or something.
Really?
Yeah. Because the first one, it's the same main girl, and then the second one, it's the same girl, just she's a lot older.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, it looks better. And then the third one, it's a completely different person.
Yeah.
Or that girl had some serious facial reconstruction or something because, yeah. So those were always good. I liked those, but yeah, I don't know. Hocus Pocus. And Lee Allison's always Lee Allison always points to the scene where they start singing, "I put a spell on you," or whatever. She's like, "You don't like that?" And I'm like, "No." I don't know why that scene is what should make the movie for you. But whatever, I don't know. Again, I never watched it as a kid, so the nostalgia's not there for me. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Fun fact, Jeremy Binks, I assume that's his name. That's the guy who's NCIS, who is the other guy.
I never watched CIS, so...
You don't watch NCIS?
No, but when I lived at the old apartment,
mm-hmm.
the one we were at before your thing,
Tim, yeah.
It was you and Lee Allison would just leave those kind of detective shows on all the time.
When we were at roommates?
Yeah. NCIS and CIS
yeah.
and Law and Order and stuff.
We loved Law and Order SVU, mm-hmm. and we love NCIS.
It's
I absolutely love NCIS.
It was that stuff was always on.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't watch that as much anymore. There was, for a while, we could watch NCIS on Netflix
mm-hmm.
because it has 12 seasons or something. Well, we watched all 12 seasons, and now we're caught up, and so we're just kind of waiting for the next season. And it was really bad because, spoilers for NCIS, the end of season 12, Gibbs got shot. Gibbs is the main guy, and he got shot, and you don't know if he lives or dies. And it was just are you kidding me? I'm going to have to wait a long time, which he obviously survives, but anyway. That show's an interesting show. Shows like that, like Law & Order, SVU, and stuff like that, blows my mind how long those have been going. Because they just cycle through characters.
Well, even they'll even change stuff. This
mm-hmm.
It started off CIS or CSI or whatever.
Yeah, whatever one of those that was.
And then they were well, here's this one in this place, and here's this one over here too.
There's an NCIS Louisiana. There's an NCIS Miami. The NCIS Miami I don't like, but Louisiana one is pretty good. Anyway, I don't know.
There's so many
crazy shows. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to this episode of ChortleCast. We do hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, there's a few things you can do to help us out. Number one, if you're watching on YouTube, you're already on ChortleGames.com. That's the URL that we own that will take you to the YouTube channel. You can leave us a comment on that video and let us know what you liked. Let us know your thoughts on all the things that we talked about. You can also, if you're a podcast listener, you're listening through iTunes or other services, you can leave us a nice little review on there. That really helps us out, helps us boost some visibility. You can also send us an email at ChortleCast@gmail.com. Let us know what kind of topics you'd like to hear us talk about. If there's a video game you'd like to hear us talk about, if you got any questions for us, just whatever, send us an email over there. And last but not least, you can tweet us at ChortleGames on Twitter, and we'll tweet you back. Doing a good show.
Yeah.
This is good. I like when we can just kind of talk and just can go, and there's not like there's not like a whole bunch of things that like I really want to get to. It's just kind of like, let's just chat about what's happening. Like Golf Story. I love Golf Story. Yeah. If you're a Nintendo Switch owner and you're just like, you're waiting for Odyssey, or you're just kind of, you're mingling around, Golf Story is a must. For $15, that blows me. If you can't, no. It's so worth it. Just get it. If you want to wait till the sale or something, fine. But like, it's worth the $15.
Promise him that you'll get it.
Yeah, seriously. I need confirmation in the comments that you are going to go buy Golf Story today. Anyway, it's a good show. Seriously, you need to get it. Anyway, we got a great show. We're continuing Halloween on the channel. So for the next series is Hellblade, which is not a super Halloween-y game, but it's very interesting. We're going through hell, and there's some spooky bits, some kind of creepy bits that go on. So anyway, that's going to be the next series that we do, and it's going to go for 2 weeks, I think. So it's 8 episodes total. So look forward to that. It's going to be good. But anywho, so that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. And then Friday we'll have a podcast, and then we're streaming on Fridays. So today, if you're watching right now, probably later in the afternoon, we're going to be live streaming. I think we're doing Amnesia again. I put out a poll every week. Amnesia was winning last time I checked. I was kind of hoping Shadow of War would catch on.
I saw the poll and I was like, what is this poll? He was like, should we play Amnesia or let Jake play Shadow of War? Like, I wouldn't let you do it or something.
Well, that's not what I meant. Polls don't let you put a lot of text in, but I wanted to say, do you want us to play Amnesia? Do you want us to play the Stranger Things mobile game? Or screw the horror thing, let's let Jake play Shadow of War. So we may just play Shadow of War, so we'll see.
I'm okay with continuing Amnesia. It got interesting.
It was really good. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So go to ChortleGames.com to find out what we're live streaming today and enjoy that. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Brody, any closing thoughts?
Yes, I'm hungry.
And on that note, see you later.